Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah.
Gracious God, creator of the universe, and yet the lover of my soul. Alpha and Omega, and yet I can call you friend. I don't have to beg you for anything, but I can thank you for everything. God, I thank you because this is the day that you have made, and I can rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you for this day of magnificence and glory and splendor. God, I thank you for life, health, and for strength. I thank you for soundness of mind. I thank you for peace, love, and joy. I thank you for the essence of you that envelops me right now, from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. We thank you for this day of manifestation. We thank you for the day of revelation. We thank you for the day of impartation. We thank you as you move in the midst of your people to bring us to the greatest times that we've ever seen since the foundation of the world. Thank you, Lord, that for this time and for this season, you've allowed us to be a part of your move in the face of the earth. I thank you, God, for the revolution that you're bringing forth, God, even in the midst of the earth right now. And I thank you for the opportunity to be a part of what you're doing in this hour, because in the last days, saith God, you said you would pour out your spirit on all flesh. And so now we thank you for the pouring out. God, I thank you for the rain and the move of your spirit. I thank you for fresh oil. I thank you for new wine. I thank you for the new thing that you're doing. I thank you now that it does spring forth. I thank you, Lord, that you've called us to be the head and not the tail. You've called us to be above only and not beneath. You've called us to be the lender and not the borrower. You've called, God, that our storehouses would be full and increase. God, I thank you because even I decree and declare that the people under the sound of my voice, even now, are moving in the might of your strength, not by might nor by power, but by your spirit. I thank you for those that are the sons and daughters of God that are called because they walk not after the flesh, but after your spirit. I thank you for the rising up of the people of your kingdom. I thank you that your kingdom come. I thank you that your will be done, even now in earth as it is in heaven. I thank you, Lord, because you are moving in the midst of your people mightily as never before. Raise us up, oh God, to the standard of what you've called us to be. God, I thank you for the standard of greatness. I thank you for the standard of holiness. I thank you for the standard of moving as the sons and daughters of yours, and not as vagabonds, not as those that never knew you, not as those that are confused and confounded, but God, those that know who they are in you. I thank you for the knowing. I thank you, God, for knowing you. I thank you for knowing your presence. Thank you for knowing your Holy Ghost power that gives us the ability to be successful. Your anointing that gives us the power to rise up and be called blessed. Thank you for that is in us. Thank you, God, for all things that pertain to life and godliness. Thank you because we are not confused. We are not deceived. And we thank you for that clarity of mind and the clarity of vision that allows us to walk forth as kings and queens, as princes and princesses in the kingdom that walk in the earth. We thank you that we are your beloved, and we rise up as the apple of your eye. We rise up, oh God, as those that you love with all of your heart. And God, we love you back. I thank you for soundness of mind. I thank you for soundness of spirit. I thank you that healing is our bread. Healing is our deliverance. By the stripes of Jesus, we're already healed. And we speak forth that healing even now for those that need it. Thank you, God, for every stripe that was taken. Thank you for the bruising. Thank you that he was wounded for our transgressions, bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. God, with those same stripes we declare and we speak healing in Jesus' name. We give you glory, we give you peace, we give you honor, we give you blessing, we give you might. We ascribe all of these things unto you because they are yours. Thank you, the fruit of my lips giving thanks unto your name, ever giving you all that is yours. Glory, honor, power, dominion, majesty. It's yours. I decree it and I speak it. In the mighty name of Jesus, it is so. Amen and amen. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to welcome you to today's edition of Yes You O Cubed. What does that O Cube stand for? It's one-on-one, just me and you. I am your spiritual thought leader, Regina L. Stillman, and I'm so glad that you joined me on this Good Friday, y'all. It's a Good Friday. Yes, it is April the 15th in the year 2022, and I'm so glad for everybody that has joined me in the Lion's Den this morning. Now, you know how we get this party started on this Fresh Start Friday. Yes, it's a fabulous Friday. Oh my goodness, so many things, so many wonderful things going on up in here. I'm so glad to see everyone that has joined me this morning. Now, you know how we get this party started. You know how we get this party crack-a-lacking. We like to come over to the Lion's Den VIP session and see who is bringing the love, who is bringing the peace, who is bringing the joy. Coming on into the Lion's Den, they get it ready for us before we get here at 7 o'clock. These babies are coming in at midnight, y'all. Midnight, they come in and get the Lion's Den ready. Well, let's take a look at them. Let's see who's doing what over here. Because listen, I want to tell you, beautiful people. Yes, beautiful people over here. So let's see what's going on and who won Grandpa Holmes's chair. Now, as I look at it this morning, I'm going to give some accolades and some props to folks that came in. They didn't get the chair, but they came anyway and just gave lots of love, lots of peace, lots of joy and happiness over in the Lion's Den. I'm going to give it up for them this morning. Now, I'm looking, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 folk came in this morning, y'all. 6 people came in the Lion's Den VIP section to make sure there was plenty of love, joy, peace, and happiness in the Lion's Den for this morning stream. Yes, they were getting Good Friday ready. Yes, they were getting Good Friday ready. They came in. And so I got to give it up to our ushers on the floor. I appreciate, listen, I see here that DJ Onyx Heart came in, not bringing in the sheaves, but bringing in the pole this morning. DJ Onyx Heart, thank you so much, sir. Yes. DJ Onyx Heart with his pole reporting for duty. Then we had our head usher that came in bringing so much love, joy, peace, and happiness to the Lion's Den. I appreciate you for that. Miss Fabulous, come on in here, Mel Holiday. Thank you. The ushers are doing their good work on this morning. Y'all better get those fans ready because you know it's Good Friday. Coming on in the Easter weekend. That's when the saints really, honey, that's when we really party, is on Easter weekend. Now, then we had my brother that came on in here. Yes. He drove on up and honked his horn. None other than Truck Driver. I appreciate you for coming in. I'm telling you, the Lion's Den VIP section was full this morning. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Then let's get to my beautiful sister who came on in here, and I'm sure she came because she heard DJ Onyx Heart say pole. I know that's why she showed up. None other than Tall Pumps. Thank you for coming on in here, sis. Thank you. Now, all of that is in the Lion's Den VIP section this morning, y'all. These folks are not playing. Now, the third person in the Lion's Den who gets a seat over there on the love seat, the third person that came in this morning, yes, I'm telling y'all, we talking about at the 12 a.m. hour. These babies were up in here. The third person in the Lion's Den was none other than Anita Harvey. Thank you for coming in, sis. Thank you. You came on in there, girl. I'm not mad at you. Came in giving greetings and happy Friday to all the lions. Now, the second person in the Lion's Den this morning, y'all, the second person to make her arrival and bringing peace, love, joy, and happiness into the Lion's Den was none other than Sassy Cassie,
otherwise known as Cassandra Isaiah. Girl, you were up in there, baby. You were up in there. I don't have a pic to put up of my sis, but believe you me, she is beautiful. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Thank you for coming on in here. Listen, the VIP section, they started having church for y'all ever got here this morning. The VIP section said, we just gonna host it up over here. All 6 or 8 of us, because baby, they came in this morning. They did their fine coming in the Lions Den this morning. Now, the winner of Grandpa Holmes's chair is none other than Shelly Thunder. Shelly Thunder, you are the winner of Grandpa Holmes's chair. Come on in here, sis, and get your lips, hips, and your fingertips. Come on, come on, come on. Don't you want to go? Shelly Thunder is the winner of Grandpa Holmes's chair, and we want to congratulate you for getting your lips, hips, and your fingertips in that chair this morning. Girl, you did your fine coming in. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Shelly Thunder wasn't playing. She said, it's Good Friday, y'all. I got to make it to the church early. It's Good Friday. I got to get up in the Lions Den. And you know what? Next thing we knew, up above my head, we heard thunder in the air. And yes, y'all, it was a Shelly Thunder, and she was all up in the somewhere. Now, come on, Shelly. I appreciate you and so much love coming to you. Congratulations for being the winner of Grandpa Holmes's chair. I appreciate every last one of you, because you never know what the winners of Grandpa Holmes's chair is going to get. Because listen, we put a little bit of everything out there. I just want you to know. Now, come on and get that mod love ready. Get that mod love ready, because you know that's my girl. She's not only the winner of Grandpa Holmes's chair this morning, but she is also a moderator up here in the Lions Den. I want to get that mod love going. Shelly Thunder, yes, as you see her coming in and winning Grandpa Holmes's chair and getting the love, peace, joy, and happiness ready for the Lions Den. She does an excellent job taking care of the Lions Den, followed by our fearless leader, none other than the Rebel Inc., who's also a streamer. And get ready, because every Friday, we're going to go and follow and join ourselves to her. She'll be streaming later on this morning. We're going to give her a real good raid and go over there and have some church. Yes, she brings out Church of Funk on Friday mornings. And we're going to go over there and have some Church of Funk this morning with the Rebel Inc. As soon as we leave this place, we're going over there. So if you're not following her, please follow the Rebel Inc. And then followed up with our Quiet Storm, none other than Michelle Brownell. Yes, that's my Quiet Storm. As I said, she changes the atmosphere just by being in the space and the place. Those are the beautiful moderators that we have in the Lions Den. Love every last one of them. Kapow! Whenever you hear that kapow, you know Shelly Brownell. I'm sorry, Shelly Thunder is somewhere in the room. And usually when you see Shelly Thunder, you see Rebel, you see Michelle Brownell. Listen, they all run together in a pack, and I love every last one of them. Now, listen, we're going to go ahead and get those coffee cups. That's right. I love that mod love. Get that mod love up there. Now, listen, I want y'all to see. Let me stand up. Y'all see that shirt? Y'all see that shirt? You see that? Listen, I got my Boss Energy gear coming in the mail, and I absolutely love it. I got on my Boss Energy shirt today. Many of you have already ordered your Boss gear, and we're getting ready to get our coffee cups out. Y'all, don't y'all love that? Get your coffee cup out. You check that out. Red on the inside, red on the handle. That's my, yes. Many of you are starting to get your merchandise as well. I'm glad that you're enjoying it and loving it. Those are the patterns that we have out there and the designs that were provided by Twana's Twitch. Did her good work on the merchandise, y'all. She did her good work on those logos. So we got all of that available to you in the Lions Den, because listen, we're gonna do this thing. I'm trying to tell you, we're gonna do this thing. Now, let me make one quick announcement before I go on. definitely want to talk about today at 12 o'clock, y'all. And this will be our last stream. So for my class students in the Institute, there will be no Institute tomorrow. You have a free day tomorrow because it is Easter weekend and the holidays. We'll always observe the holidays so you can spend time with your family. So on this afternoon, I want you to know that the last session that we'll have here in the Lion's Den until Monday night with our reboot babies, the last session we'll have here in the Lion's Den is today at 12 noon, where we'll have our Good Grief session that's led by none other than Crazy Berrytown and Kim Possible. That'll be our last session this week. No class tomorrow for the Institute, no sermons on Sunday afternoon and Sunday night. So, Lord, I looked up, I see people on the poll. My Lord Jesus, y'all going, oh, listen. Okay, so I'm going to jump on that. But Good Grief, today at 12 noon, y'all get in here, and then we won't be back until Monday at 9 p.m. Now, just so I let you know, we're getting ready to change that 9 p.m. Central Time to 8 p.m., not this week, but the following week. We are moving Reboot to 8 p.m., because listen, spiritual thought leader just getting old. I can't stay up that late, y'all. I just can't stay up that late and then come in Tuesday morning and be fresh for the Lion's Den. So we're going to move that thing back an hour on Mondays. Not this week, but the following week. We will start having Reboot at 8 p.m. So stay tuned for that. Now listen, I see something going on over here because it's my understanding somebody's having a birthday. So listen, Joanna G. 98. I love it. I love it. I love you, sis. Thank you for coming and being a part of the Lion's Den. And in case you didn't know, listen, we wish you happy birthdays over here. We party hardy. And so for that, happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Your awesome self. Yeah, they were rocking that cowbell, BTD mom. They were rocking that cowbell. I think it was the edge of somebody's cup, for real, for real. But at the end of the day, happy birthday to you. And I'm so happy that you are a part of the Lion's Den. Come on, that's how lions roar and make that thing happen for birthdays in the Lion's Den. Love you so much. Celebrate your awesome self because you deserve all all of that and a bag of chips. Now, I appreciate everybody that's sending those birthday wishes over there to my sister, because listen, that's how we do it. We love on everybody in the Lion's Den. We just one big happy family, and we enjoy sharing with each other. Yes, we do. So here we go. I also want to make one last announcement before we get on with the stream this morning. Come on, put that Cash App in there. She said my Cash App is show and share some real good love. Put them coins in that baby's account. I ain't mad at you, baby. I ain't mad at you. Now, I just by way of announcement want to say on April the 26th at 2 p.m. Eastern time, I will be with DJ Onyx Hart in the Hart Foundation. We'll be over there talking, and you know we do all things streaming and talking boss energy up in this piece. So please join me over with DJ Onyx Hart and his crew in the Hart Foundation. We'll be over there on the 26th of April at 2 o'clock Eastern time. Put that on your books and be there with me. Again, that's 2 o'clock Eastern time. So please, please, please join us there. We've got, I'll be with Twanna's Twitch. That's coming up. I'll be also with, let me get my mind together. Chazzy-licious is cooking. I'll be back with her as well. So we'll just keep putting that on your minds, putting that in your spirit so that you all can meet us there. And I appreciate, yes, that's 1 p.m. Central Time. Thank you so much, DJ Onyx Hart. We'll be there with him, and we're just going to be bringing love from the Lion's Den over to the Hart Foundation. And I want y'all to join me over there. Won't you do that for me, please? Thank you so much. Now, you know, it's time to get this party crackling. It's Fresh Start Friday, y'all. Yes, it is. It's Fresh Start Friday. And I haven't done this in a long time, but y'all know this is always how we used to get our Friday morning started. I found the video, and we're gonna do it once more and again. It's Good Friday. Hey! Hey! You better ask somebody. Pick them up and put them down. Oh my goodness! He put running in my feet. He put clapping in my hands. You better pick them up. You better put them down. That's the way we do it over here. I feel like leaping. Woo, I feel like running. I feel all of that in my shondo, like Sister Green Dress. Pick them up and put them down, y'all. Pick them up and put them down. Y'all haven't seen that in a while. You haven't seen that in several months. I thought we better revive that, because that's the way we coming in on Fresh Start Friday. We coming in shouting. That's the way we doing it, especially on this Good Friday. You better ask somebody, baby. We going in. We are going in. And you might as well get ready when we leave from here and go over to the Rebel Inc. this morning at 9 o'clock. Y'all know we gonna cut up over there in the Church of Funk. That's how we do it. And Mother always gives us a hot and fresh, y'all know they talk about that hot and fresh and ready pizza. That's how we go over for praise over in the Church of Funk. She got hot, fresh and ready pizza praise over there for you. She got it for you. Oh, I see y'all bucking over here on the sidelines. Come on with that. He's worthy of the praise, Mel. He truly, truly is. God is worthy. Now, I just wanted to start you with that little refreshment. Yes, that was a refreshment in the Lion's Den, and we wanted to bring that to you. Now, as we get our party started, you know how we do it over here. Let me get my music rolling. Let me get my music flowing, because I love, yes, I love to hear the music in the Lion's Den. So let's get this ready and let's get this party crack-a-lacking. Woo! Yes. Now, it was reported to me. It was reported to me there were so many things that were happening as we slumbered, slept, and slobbered. Good morning, Cassandra Isaiah. We celebrated you for being number 2 in the Lion's Den and appreciate you. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to say good morning to everybody. Cassandra Isaiah, I see you. DJ Onyx, I see you. Kai Chick, I see you. Y'all go ahead and get those coffee cups out while I'm coming on up and seeing you, because listen, I done got excited. I see you, Kai Chick. That's my girl. Mel Holiday, Big Petite Deep Mom, Joanna G, Joanna G98, I see you. SK8843, come through. The Rebel Inc, I see you. Oh my goodness, I saw, SK8843, Sheila Miles, Lovey 54, come on in here. Mel Holiday, I see you. I saw Teresa Jones, one of the first ones in here this morning, my 411 Connect, I see you. The Gift, Nathan Lamont, I see you. Come on, y'all. Come on. Stacy 546, I see you. Come on in here. I appreciate you, Tall Pumps. I see you. Coming on up, Shelly Thunder, I see you. She's up here just cracking up, y'all. She done came in and got Grandpa Holmes' chair, and it's the Shelly Thunder takeover in the house. I see your wine glasses, Mel. I see your wine glasses. DJ Onyx Heart, he is a streamer. If you're not following him, please follow him. I see you. I'm coming on up. Lovey G54. I appreciate Lovey 54. I done put the G on there. I see you, baby. I appreciate you being in the room this morning. I'm coming on up. And I know it's some more folk in here. I just got to get to you. Let me come on up. I got to scroll on up so I can see where you are, because I want to call your name. Sheila Miles, I thank you so much for coming in the Lion's Den this morning. Tall Pump said y'all had communion early. She got up early this morning for communion. Y'all know we used to have sunrise service back in the day, but y'all don't know anything about that. They decided to get up this morning and have some sunrise service this morning, and I ain't even mad at you. I'm glad y'all came in the Lion's Den and bringing in the sheaves. Y'all came rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves. Now I'm coming on up because I don't want to miss anybody. Baby Bear James, I see you, and thank you for coming in the Lion's Den this morning. I appreciate you. Yes, I do. So let's see. I think I got just about everybody because I don't want to miss nobody. I want to call everybody's name one by one and name by name, because y'all did that this morning on this Good Friday, and you are up in here. Now let me come down and see if anybody snuck in the back door while I was going upstairs. Let's see if anybody came in through the basement, and we want to say good morning to you too if I missed you. Now I don't see anybody yet. I think I got everybody, and we ready to go. Are we ready to go? Hello, I think we're ready to go. So here we are. It's another day's journey, and I'm glad about it. Coming on down. Let me get down here to the new messages. Come on. I think Too Goody. Yes, Too Goody came in the back door in the basement while I was going upstairs. Too Goody, welcome and come on in here. I see you, and I see all these coffee cups out. Let's get this party crack-a-lacking and let's get this party started. Now, it's so good to be here, and I got my coffee cup too. I got my, if y'all need that boss energy, I got that boss energy cup working, and baby, we ready to go. Now, this is what happened. What had happened was, while we slumbered, slept, and slobbered, let's come over here and see the late breaking news. We are now indicting people. It's so good to see you, Too Goody. We are now indicting people from the January 6th riots, and believe it or not, it's not necessarily getting a whole lot of publicity, but it is happening. I just wanted to touch on this morning because it is happening. Now, in this latest one, and they've actually found several folk guilty. And don't be surprised that it's not getting the publicity, because listen, there's a whole lot of people that would like to keep this information out of the news, and at the same time, I want y'all to know it's happening, because I know for myself, I was like, child, all this good rioting they did trying to overthrow the government, and listen, at the end of the day, y'all ain't saying a word. I hear crickets. Oh, but they're rounding them up and they're sending them to jail. So this last January 6th rioter, they got him yesterday, and he was contending he was following presidential orders. That's what he thought was going to get him off when he stormed the Capitol. But at the end of the day, they said that he stole some liquor and a coat rack and was indicted on Thursday by a grand jury in Washington, D.C. So they're rounding them up one by one, and they're getting them one by one and name by name. And, I really want to see what kind of time they're getting for the crime that they committed. Come on, Rebel Inc. At the end of the day, child, this is what's going on. And so I'm looking and I'm identifying. Listen, he said he came to the Capitol to fight like hell. Yes, he said he was following presidential orders and he came to the Capitol to fight like hell. That's what the man said. So, at the end of the day, this is what the judge said to him. He told him, you made your bed hard. Now you're going to have to lie in it. So there you go. And this, they're saying they feel this guilty verdict and the ones that they've had. Listen, they're rounding them up slowly, though. Very slowly, Anita Harvey. They're getting them real slow. They're rounding them up. And I want to get to the head because they all keep contending. They came on presidential orders, but we still, for whatever reason, continue having this conversation and this investigation into whether or not the president had anything to do with this. And these people are reporting repeatedly they feel like they came on presidential orders. Bam, bam, boom. Raw Confessions is in the room. Come on in here, sis. So much mad love coming to you on this Good Friday. That's my iron sharpens iron. You know I love you. But yeah, bam, bam, boom. They're rounding them up real slowly, Anita Harvey. But at the end of the day, they're saying that they feel like this is going to have impact for where they're trying to get to the top. Isn't it a federal crime to damage federal buildings? You think, Mel? You think? But yet and still, not only did we damage federal buildings, we took stuff out. We left with things that didn't belong to us, which I thought was called stealing. That's what I thought they called it. That's what they taught me when I was growing up. When you take something that doesn't belong to you and you just walk out of the building and go with somebody else's property and possession in your possession, I thought they called that stealing, but I must be confused. But nonetheless, that's I'm gonna say about that. Now, but what they did reveal is text show that there were several warnings from the congressional Republicans that they sent to the president saying, I quote, this will end badly for the president. Now that's what they came out. That's what they told me on yesterday. That's what it was reported to me that's what they told. Thievery at its finest, Too Goody. It was thievery at its finest. And what can we say? So again, this got revealed yesterday. Mark Meadows text with Mike Lee and Chip Roy. Mark Meadows, y'all remember him? And Mike Lee. These are the texts between Mark Meadows, Mike Lee, and Chip Roy, where they said this is going to, again, let me read this as a quote. This will end badly for the president. So at the end of the day, they were not confused. They were not deceived. They knew exactly what they were doing. And when you have, this is all I got to say about that. You have those kind of texts, Mark Meadows, when you have that kind of text coming from the highest level of those working in government, this will end badly for the president. Why are we still even having a discussion and debate that 45 had his hand and his fingerprint all over this situation? Come on, BTD mom. So they don't know right from wrong. Listen, it was a choice. We talk about it all the time. Don't we talk about that to our children? Choices. We talk to the little babies about choices, but we seemingly cannot have conversations with grown-ups about choices because the choices make all the difference in the world. So there you have it. But it's happening. As we say, we're not the in crowd, we're the in crowd, ING, because it's happening. And so at the end of the day, just so you know, we got another indictment on yesterday, and you know how I feel about that. Nathan Lamont, I see you. You wonder how much have we paid for vegan meals in prison. You know, when the folks go to jail and start ordering carry out, when the folks go to jail and start ordering room service like they're at a hotel, I just want to know where they do that at. Where they do that at. I'm just trying to say. So at the end of the day, I don't know how much we've paid in vegan meals. Nathan Lamont, inquiring minds want to know. Well, think of their heritage. Definitely don't know better. You know, and I'm gonna have to say they know better, but they're insistent they're not gonna do better, and they don't have to because they got that thing called privilege. You know, that thing called privilege that everybody else does not get. So at the end of the day, you know, have all the seats. Let me give you the sit down. Have all the seats. Sit down somewhere. Just take your lips, hips, and your fingertips and sit down somewhere. Because, baby, at the end of the day, you are a mess. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. So there we have that we're dealing with. But I do want to give on this Good Friday the good news that folks are being indicted. So that's the good news that I got for you on today. Now, this weekend, they're saying there are multiple storm systems that are about to be unleashed on the country. I tell you what, this has been some of the most unpredictable weather I've ever seen. I was driving in Independence here at Crazy Berrytown. She's in the room, y'all. That's my Zumba You Design streamer. And if you're not following her, please follow Crazy Berrytown. That is my girl. That is my girl. And I'm going to stop and make a little bit station identification for her on today, because as we're identifying, unlike a lot of the other streamers, such as our entertainment individuals that are doing what I want to say, the folks that are DJing, I couldn't think of the word, DJing and music and we have people like Crazy Berrytown out here who are doing other types of content matter, but still very good, very awesome at what they do. Please support Crazy Berrytown. Go out there and give her some love. Follow her if you're not following, and then come into her stream and let's support her, because that's what we're doing right now. We're teaching and we're talking about supporting each other so we can all move on up a little higher. So much love to you, sis. So much love. Now, these storm systems, they're saying, are going to leave the country in a messy holiday weekend. That's what they said. We're about to have a messy holiday weekend. On just the other day, I was on one side of Independence and it was looking overcast. Then the sun popped out, while on the other side of Independence, my sister, it was reported to me while Teresa Jones was posting, it's snowing over here. So, you know, all of that was going on at the same time on the same day. That's the kind of weather we're having, where it's snowing on one side of town and it's a sun coming out and shining. It's just, listen, this weather has been unbelievable. You got tornadoes going on. You got thunderstorms and thunder watches. You got all kinds of things that are going on in this here country at the same time with this weather. So y'all get ready, because they're basically saying, it was reported to me that this weekend is about to be a mess. It's about to be, come on, Royal Confessions, that bipolar weather, it's about to be a whole mess out here in these streets. So listen, wherever you are, listen to your own weather report and then govern yourself accordingly, because what you got going on the East Coast is not going to be what you got going on the West Coast, and north, south, east, and west, and sometimes in the same town. You don't know what you about to get. Listen, Joanna G, this, you talk about strange weather. I've never, ever seen weather quite this strange in all my 60 years. So, you know, almost, I'm not there yet, but almost. God is trying to tell us something. I got you, truck driver. God is trying to tell us something. It's not nice to fool with Mother Nature. Y'all remember that commercial? Listen, we done mess with Mother Nature, and we done mess with each other, and we done mess with God. We done mess with God. And listen, he's trying to tell us something. And we're listening. We are listening. Everybody be safe. Absolutely too goody. Everybody needs to be safe. The weather needs a joint. It it needs therapy. The weather said, y'all did this to me. Y'all did this to me, and I'm about to get you back. That's what the weather said. So listen, pay attention, y'all. Pay attention, pay attention. This story right here is a continuing unfolding story. And I don't know how y'all feel about this. I feel some kind of way. At the end of the day, Elon Musk and his money is just running amok. So this is the story. If you all haven't heard, Elon Musk is trying to do a hostile takeover of Twitter. Yes, he's trying to do a hostile takeover of Twitter. So it was reported to me that basically what happened was he bought so many shares and then announced he was coming on the board. Psalmist 4 is in the room. Come on, sis. I appreciate you for being here. She is a streamer. Please go out and follow Psalmist 4 and let her bless you real good. So listen, he comes on and buys so many shares and then wants to put himself on the board. Well, some of the board members are like, nah, man, no. We don't want you up in here. Listen, we don't want you back. Some of them was like, nah, man, you know, so be it with the buying of the shares and whatnot. But listen, we ain't trying to have you all up in the board and telling us what to do and how to run our business. So Elon Musk said, who you think you talking to? I'm Elon Musk. Good morning, MCP 812. Come on in here. Hugs and kisses and love to you on this morning. Thank you for coming in the Lion's Den. He says, I'm paraphrasing this. I'm just adding to the story. And as my Uncle Jim said, add to it before you take it back. So he says, I'm Elon Musk. And so he says, okay, y'all don't want me on your board. I'll buy the board and the whole company and the kit and caboodle with it. So he's now launching a $43 billion with a B. Did you hear the words coming out of my mouth? A $43 billion hostile takeover bid for Twitter. Now, see, this is the kind of insanity that we have unleashed on this country, where it's in these individuals' minds, and especially white men that are power hungry. We have unleashed them like you can do whatever you want to do because of who you are. So at the end of the day, because of who you are, no, but sit down, Elon, you ain't nobody. He said, okay, you're not gonna let me sling my little peen around. Let me show you the money. There you go, Joanna G. Talk about entitled strictly because of that money. And this is where, I'm looking and I'm saying, this whole scenario and love affair we have in this country with capitalism, to the extent that people with money can do whatever they want to do. They're above the law. They can come in and have a temper tantrum. And if you tell them you can't be on the board, I'll just buy the whole company. This is some of what we see going on. And I feel like at the end of the day, we need to address this kind of insanity and why we feel like it's so good. The praise that we give capitalism that allows this kind of stuff to come to pass. If I don't like you telling me I can't be on the board, then I just go out here and just buy the whole company. What is that? Whether you have good intentions for the company, whether you care about what other people are needing and how you just don't care. That entitlement, as we heard Joanna G say, that entitlement because of the money says I can do whatever I want to do and y'all can't stop me. And we've seen that on so many fronts in this country, but we still want to prop up and pimp and prime capitalism. And this is exactly what you get. So that's rich white guy thinking. Don't let me have my way. I'm going to buy your company so I can. And that's exactly it, Stacey. And this is where I'm saying, whether we see it in crimes that are committed against smaller people that don't have any money, people that are found guilty of crimes, but they got some money to flash in front of somebody's face so they don't have to do the time. This kind of mess is what we have created, and we really need to stop and take a look at it, because it's egregious behavior that needs to be stopped. This stuff needs to be stopped. So at the end of the day, I'm looking at this $43 billion with the B hostile takeover that he is launching against Twitter. And I'm like, this is just some insanity out here, y'all. This is just some straight up sheer insanity. And you know what? If he's successful in doing it, if he's successful in taking over Twitter with his $43 billion, I hope that 43 billion users leave Twitter. You know, let's just ask 43 billion people. Leave Twitter and leave this man standing here with his company in his hand and nobody to follow. So, he believes money is the key, especially his. I guess, let me come on up here and catch that because it's moving fast. Cassandra, I guess he don't care that there are several other keys that he does not have. Come on, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you today because I feel you on that. I feel you.
Shall not pass!
This ain't the way that we roll. And yes, Joanna G, he is the prime example of the American way. If you got enough money, thank you so much, Psalmist 4, for subscribing. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you for your support. He's a prime example of the American way, Joanna G. And at the end of the day, if you got enough money, you can do whatever you want to do, and you can have your way any way you want to have it. And this is just not right. It's a mess. So what happened to the days when there were some principles in this country? Well, you know what, Mel, I hear you and I agree. Now, there were better days, but this kind of behavior that white, wealthy, entitled men have been doing it, they've been doing this behavior a long time. They've just perfected it now to a level, and I say perfected with tongue in cheek somewhat, because perfected means we ain't even trying to hide it no more. We just do it openly. We just do it openly. What we used to do in secret, we're now doing it openly. So that is the mindset and the mentality that this new generation of white, entitled, wealthy men have. They just don't care. We're not going to try to hide it. We're not going to try to cover it over and smooth it and make it look a certain way. We're just going to come out here and just blatantly and overtly flash in front of you. I can do it just because I can. My money allows me to do whatever I want to do. So at the end of the day, however, will we communicate? Oh, wait, there is a thing called the telephone. You know what I'm saying? We can communicate without Twitter. There are a whole lot of other platforms out there. And yes, there is what is called the telephone. Pick up your phone and dial somebody. We can do that, Stacy. We can do that. So at the end of the day, that is talk. It's been talk now for a couple of days. It's back in this morning because listen, this little man is insistent that he's gonna have this company and he's gonna be in control. So at the end of the day, y'all, this is the kind of stuff that we have created in this country. And some of y'all think it's good. Not so much for me. Not so much for me. And I'm looking at this. Now, the Twitter board of directors will carefully, as they say, review his proposal to determine their course of action. But this is how I feel about that. You're really saying the board of directors is going to carefully review this proposal to see if that's enough money to be bought off. I said it. They're going to review it to see is 43 billion enough for us to be bought off. Oh, he's a bully, Mel. That's some bullying right there. Is that enough for us to acquiesce and say, you win, here's the company? Because remember, before, the issue was he was going to self-appoint himself to the board, and the Saints said, no, it ain't happening. It's not going down like that. And when that didn't work, then he came up with this other approach. I'll just buy the whole company. So now, those same ones that were saying, no, that's not going to work when he wanted to be a board member, are they going to look at that $43 billion? That's a lot of money, y'all. That's a lot of cheese. That's a lot of cheese. That's enough to be constipated. You understand the words? That's enough cheese to be constipated. Real good. That's enough cheese to be, listen, where you need to go to the doctor and get a suppository. That's enough cheese to make somebody have to put on that glove and reach up in there and dig it out. That's enough cheese. You understand what I'm saying? That's cheese, y'all. That's cheese. That's enough cheese to make you constipated enough to back up your whole entire system. That's a lot of cheese. I That's all I'm saying, Rebel. That's all I'm saying. That's a lot of cheese. That's a lot of cheese. Somebody gonna eat that cheese. Somebody gonna nibble. Yes, where's Royal Confession? Somebody's gonna nibble on that cheese. Somebody's gonna think about how tasty that cheese is. And so that's enough cheese to slap your mama. Come on here, Tall Pumps. That's enough cheese, y'all, to make you act silly. That's enough cheese to make you leave your family. That's enough cheese. Do y'all understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? That's enough cheese to make you do a whole lot of stupid things. That's enough cheese to make you do all of that. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? That's enough cheese. Yes. So, you know, at the end of the day, well, I think that is enough money to buy me Joanna G. Now, that's all I'm trying to get y'all to understand, because while we want to talk about, you know, they start dangling that kind of cheese in front of you, I don't know how many of y'all gonna be strong enough to pass up that. I said 43 billion with a B. That's a lot of cheese. I don't know how many of us have a strong enough constitution to pass up that much cheese. You said, listen, that's enough money for me, my children's children, and as many as the Lord my God shall call. That's a lot of cheese. So when you are short in other... Truck driver. Truck driver said, when you are short in other places and rich, then you pull out your money. Rebel Inc. is Joanna G going on sale. Listen, y'all got me dying. He could use that money to help the less fortunate. Well, Mel, we don't listen. That ain't nothing in their vocabulary, because that's when they start talking about socialism. When you start talking about helping those that don't have, that's it. You might as well equate that to socialism. They'd rather do anything but give it to the poor and the needy. And I'm so, listen, truck driver, he got me today. When you are short in other places and you're rich, then you pull your money out, because you can't pull nothing else out. You still looking for it. Where's it at? Where'd it go? Y'all ain't gonna make me cut up in here today. I'm gonna do right. It's Good Friday. It's Good Friday, and I'm gonna be saved today. Trying to make it easy to be. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I mean, not me, but the money will always come at a price. I hear you, Too Goody. I hear you. You that money. You say cheese. Y'all get the camera and say cheese. That's all I'm trying to say to give Nathan Lamont. That's all I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, that cheese talks. Cheese talks. That's all I can say about that. So that's going on, y'all. If you hadn't heard it through the grapevine, that's going on up in these streets. Now, at the same time, we are dealing with the guy James. What's his name? Not Frank James. Is that his name? Out there in California, that has shot up these folk and left them in a state of 4 people still fighting for their lives out there in California. Oh, Lord Jesus. There he is, y'all. There he is. Now, you know, you keep increasing the price. I hear you, Mel. And he'll probably just keep increasing his pocketbook. At the end of the day, the Brooklyn subway shooting suspect, Frank James, is making his first court appearance, or has made his first court appearance. Father, I stretch my hands to thee. No other help I know. I feel like we just need to stretch our hands in that brother's direction, cause something about his face and something about his eyes, you know, I think brother needs a little help. Tall Pumps, he doesn't look right in the head. He does not. I'ma just say it. He just does not look right. Something about that look. Now, you know, a lot of times they'll take that picture right at the most opportune time to make you look crazy. But at the end of the day, I just feel like we need to everybody stretch our hands in that brother's direction, because something is not right. Now, my question though, will he be treated differently by reason of mental defect or insanity? Because, you know, whenever other folks do it, they just come out with, my mind was, listen, I had a mental defect. I wasn't thinking quite right. I was insane temporarily, and they get off the hook, and seemingly no evil befalls them. Excuse me. I just don't know what they're gonna do with that brother, cause he looked like something's not right. He looks pained, Joanna. He looks pained. He looks like something in his soul is wounded. He looked like something in his soul is not right. You know, MCP 812, I feel sorry for him. It's just something that's not right when I look at that brother's face, and I'm waiting to see what kind of treatment he's going to receive. You say he got reasons of insanity already. Get him a therapist real quick. My goodness, I hear you, Tall Pumps. It's just, hey, Kai Chick, thank you for lurking and working. I love you so much. Now, you know, he will not get special treatment. And truck driver, that's the $64,000 question, because once more and again, when we see our white counterparts, you know, Dylan Roof, I'm gonna take you to get a hamburger. Can we get a Happy Meal? Can we get a Have It Your Way Burger King? Can we get you know, whatever else they selling out there? But at the end of the day, mental defect all over the place, and relatively little of, if anything, happens. So at the expense of this man's mental health, I'm wondering what they're going to do to him. I'm with truck driver 57. I don't think he's going to get any special treatment. I think he's going to be villainized. I think he's going to be, you know, just taken to the nth degree. That brother, and y'all just can't tell me, brother Frank James, that brother, something going on with that brother. Something's going on with that brother right there. I don't know what it is. I don't know what therapist is going to be made available and accessible to him so he can be addressed, because that face right there, something's going on with that man. Something's going on with that man. Come on, you don't think so either? He is a little darker than Peach. The grace won't be the same. And I hear you, Joanna. You know, we just don't get that kind of grace. But you can look at this man, in my opinion, and tell something is not right. There's a lot more going on than meets the eye, Stacy. There's a lot more going on here than meets the eye. So Frank James, in his court, come on and call Ben Crump. I hear you, Mel. Give him some good, effective counsel. Get him some good, effective counsel where you can be like Rittenhouse and go out here and literally kill people, walk past the popo with your rifle in hand, get in the car with your mama, go to the nightclub and drink some beers with your mama and the people, and still go to court and be found not guilty. You know what I'm talking about? So at the end of the day, he's in pain, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. That man is the personification of some kind of pain going on. Like I said, in his soul, Stacy, that man is in pain. You see Satan? Okay, Tall Pumps, I'm gonna give it to you, because at the end of the day, for this kind of behavior, could it be? The devil. I'm gonna let you have that one, Tall Pumps. I'm gonna let you have that one. But I'm still looking at that man and I see pain. I see pain. You thought he already I got you, BT, already had a poor history of mental health. And see, I haven't read all the backstory yet, so you may be telling some information there that's already out here where he has been a person with mental health history for some time. And at the end of the day, even without reading the backstory to all of it, I can look at that face and say, something is not right. And cry your way out of accountability. That's what they do, Kai Chick. They just start dropping them tears and looking sad and pitiful and snotting and crying. And for whatever reason, it seems to work every time. So, I just look at that, and that something in my heart hurts when I see that man. Something in his heart was hurting when he shot up those people. Man, and it speaks to when you start dealing with, there's a back history already, BTD mom, that this man has a history of mental health. What are we doing to really deal with the mental health issues in this country? Because they are huge, y'all. Our mental health in this country, a lot of the folks sitting in political chairs, of leadership and authority, I'm looking at some folk that I'm saying, I see mental health issues. Y'all can say what you want to say. I see mental health issues with these folk. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me at all. I don't mind your business that they are in leadership and have been voted into office by some constituency somewhere. Some of these folk are crazy. That's all I can say. Some of these folks are touched mentally and they're not well. So then even to that extent, when you have mentally unstable and unwell people that the community's voting in the office for leadership, what does that say about the community? There's a whole lot of sick people out here, y'all. It's a whole lot of sick people out here. And we've got to do something where mental health is, and again, what did I say on yesterday? We start talking about breaking generational curses and building generational wealth. I'm advocating that we move away from mental illness and mental sickness, and I'm advocating that we move towards mental health and mental wealth, mental wholeness, mental healing. I want us to go to the other side instead of waiting until we get to illness and sickness where it comes to mental issues. Let's be well. Let's be healthy mentally. And we've got to do so much. Our community, I see you too, Goody. Our community has to do much better with our mental health. And this is real stuff. This is real talk. And the pandemic definitely made it worse, Mel Holiday. It definitely compounded the situation. Love you so much, Stacy546. Love you, and I want you to have a blessed weekend also. We'll see you next week. Lord bless. So the crying works for them, truck driver, but crying doesn't work for black brown bodies. Listen, somebody said we could be rolling in the floor, wreathing in pain and crying and snotting and everything, and they'll look at us like, and going about their business. So our black tears in a white dominated supremacy and privileged society means absolutely nothing. So pay attention. They think we don't feel mentally and physically the way that they do, too, Goody. And there you have it, because we still have to deal with the reality. There are many that do not believe that we're human beings. And don't get me back to 3/5. There's some that still yet today don't believe that we're human beings, and that's the way it is, as Walter Cronkite used to say. So there you have it. This story right here touched my heart. This story right here hurt my heart. This woman is a school bus driver, and she's been charged after violating protocol that resulted in the 13-year-old being fatally hit. Now, this is a scenario where this child he's autistic. He was autistic because he is deceased. We are looking at a situation where the bus driver did not, now this is what the bus company is saying. I don't know, because they're going to CYA because they see lawsuit. they see a lawsuit coming, so they're going to say and do whatever they need to do to try to alleviate themselves from having to go through payout on a lawsuit. But it's reported to me this young child, I want to say 13 years old, she released him from the bus in busy traffic. Now, I read one story where they said she didn't put out the signs as far as the stop, the yield, the little bar coming out. I've heard everything from she didn't do that to others saying she was supposed to get out and walk the child. Now, I don't know if I believe that there was some kind of protocol for her to get out of the vehicle and walk a child anywhere, because at the end of the day, how do you leave if there are other students on the bus? This is just my rationale. That didn't make sense to me when I read that story and that accounting of it. Do I think she's going to leave all the rest of the kids in the bus unattended and the bus to walk a child that has autism across the street? Something about that didn't sound right. At the end of the day, there is this issue of, if he needed to cross traffic and he was autistic. And even though I did see the interview with the mother, and the mother was weeping and crying and saying, I don't have any idea how this woman, and my child was very intelligent, he's very smart, so we got to understand, and this again maybe speaks to the lack of understanding in the community. My child was very intelligent, but he's autistic. I have some autistic family members as well, that extended family members as well, very sharp, very bright, but we know that autism does not allow them to operate as we, and I almost don't want to say the normal, I don't want to use normalcy as if they're abnormal, but they do function differently. Let me use the word differently. They do process differently. Do we just send the children out here to fend for themselves? And the factor being, I think the major issue, and I hear, where was the parent to walk him across the street? I don't know, Mel, but definitely they're alleging that something fell through the cracks here. Whatever way you want to say, somebody failed. The system failed this 13-year-old child, this 13-year-old autistic child. Do we understand autism fully? Do we understand autism to an extent that we can know how to function and deal with autistic children, while we understand you can be extremely intelligent, extremely sharp, but still not able and challenged in making good decisions? But at the end of the day, okay, so we're talking about the autistic child, but then when I look at the bus driver, did it make sense for you to release any child 13 years old in busy traffic? It would seem to me that some way, somehow, should the bus let them off? Even if you gotta go up the street, come back, let them off on the side where they're not crossing traffic? I don't know. And at the end of the day, to just put a child, any 13-year-old child, out to have to cross in busy traffic, and immediately he was hit by a car, struck and killed. So, people should always stop for a stop school bus. You slow down and stop to be sure, period. I hear you. And this is where some people are saying there was no signage out, too goody. And at the end of the day, we don't leave. Where was the aid? I hear you, Lovey 54. Where was the aid? There's so many questions in this, so many holes in this story, Lovey 54, that didn't make sense. At the end of the day, this 13-year-old baby is deceased. And so this just broke my heart. It just broke my heart all the way around for the person driving the car. And I'm with Too Goody. We need to stop when we see buses, but now I've seen it happen many, many times where people, they'll try to even beat the bus from putting out the stop sign and the little bar. They'll try to speed up to get through without thinking there could be a child in the area. There could be somebody that I don't see that I'm about to hit. I see it happen all the time when I see buses involved where folks, grown-ups, drivers are impatient and they just don't want to wait. So that I've seen some stupid driving where buses are involved without any forethought that there are children. Obviously, if there's a bus and there is a passenger involved, that says to me right off the bat, there are children involved in this. Okay, Lovey, you've been driving 29 years. I got you. So you may be able to speak something into this situation that I don't know. The protocol, something didn't make sense to me. Something in this protocol did not make sense to me, Lovey 54. So where the breakdown is, and at this point, everybody's passing the buck, everybody's pointing the finger at somebody else. But at the end of the day, the child is deceased, and this woman, this driver is about to be, ain't about to be. This woman is charged. This woman has been charged. And so there you have it. All of these lives impacted through this one incident. Black people are living in a country among people with black hearts and souls, yet we rise because love conquers all. Love yourself and love others, even your enemies. Love will set boundaries to live and live. Come on. So at the end of the day, you know, people are too impatient these days, Joanna G. And you know, you see a school bus, you slow down or stop. What are we doing? They have to let them off where the designated stop is. It should be the parents to walk the child. And for the person driving the car, why didn't they stop? It's only so much bus drivers can do. It's very sad that this happened, but in our culture, we put blame on the wrong person. I hear you, Nathan Lamont. There's a lot of feelings and a lot of emotions out here, y'all. So the mother, the family of this child, they're inconsolable right now. Understandably, they're inconsolable because there are no second chances on this. The baby is gone. So I read that story this morning. My heart went and goes out to the people involved, and just so much. Now this story right here, y'all, this baby, I'm not even gonna go a lot of places with this. Kirk, get your kid. I just don't know what to say. This is Kerryon Franklin. This is Kirk Franklin's son. This story has been brewing for a few days now. And you know, this baby, yes, the trauma of the other children that witnessed them, this situation, we got to pray for all of them, Tall Pumps. We got to pray for them all. It is so sad, Crazy Berrytown. It's so sad. Kirk, I need you to get your kid. I need you to get your kid. So right now, to my last knowledge, he's still in jail because he was caught driving the vehicle of a missing person with a gun and da. He's alleging that he was set up. I'm not going to go a whole lot of places with that. This baby needs help. I'm just, Shelby Nicole Cosplay, come on in here, sis. So happy to see you. She is a streamer, y'all. If you're not following her, please follow her. Now, this baby right here, y'all, he has been in the news so many times, and I'm not saying this to be mean and vicious against him, because at the end of the day, there's some of the things that this baby is saying about Kirk. I know y'all love Kirk, but listen, y'all, as Larry Reed called him, cussing Kirk, because listen, we heard Kirk cussing this baby out on the telephone. We heard Kirk Franklin cussing this baby out like a dog with three tails, and like he was just cursing him for filth. That's your child. I don't care. And I know everybody had all kind of feelings about Kirk is just a man. He's just a human. He can only take so much. So your DJ Stacy Bless One, come on in here, sis. She is also a streamer. So good to see you. But at the end of the day, he's a whole grown man, so we have got to make him accountable as an adult too. I got you, Tall Pumps, that part. But the baby needs help. The baby been needing help for a long time. So I understand he's a whole grown man. At the end of the day, These stories just go from bad to worse. And at this point, I'm just like, Lord God today. So this is what I'm going to say, Tall Pumps. And I agree with you. He's accountable for his own behavior. He's accountable for his own actions. This is what happens, beloved. We talked yesterday about breaking generational curses. Okay. This is what happened. What happened was, this is what happens when we don't break generational curses. Hey, DJ Tony Jacks, come on in here. So good to see you. This brother is a DJ. Please go out and follow him. So much love to you, and thank you for coming in the Lion's Den. That is a fact. He got them eyes like, I need a therapist. Tall Pumps. This baby, he been flapping in the wind for a long time. And I will say this child was flapping in the wind before he was grown. So I'm not going to go back and tell all his backstory. But you know what? I do feel like when we have situations and scenarios that we, the whole family has to address generational curses, and everybody needs to get healed. I'm with you on that, Cassandra. I'm with you with that. He has disowned his family, both mom and dad. I hear you, DJ Stacy Bless One. And I will say, even from that, there's a reason, in my opinion, when kids start disassociating from their families, there's something to the root of that. There's something down at the core of that. Because at the end of the day, Color Purple, everybody just want to be loved. Everybody, I don't care who you are, everybody. The most hardened criminal in prison, they want to be loved by somebody. Ain't nobody out here trying to disown folk and walk away and be disconnected unless they already feel disconnected. Now, there's some truth to that, whether we want to deal with it or not. So I think there are so many layers to this story, but to now be here at this place where you're caught and apprehended driving a missing person's vehicle, you wish we stopped using our issues as an excuse to act a plumb fool. We got to deal with our problems. Listen, I hear you, Stacy. They tried to get him some help. I hear you, Nathan Lamont. You know, this is a place that I'm going to encourage us. Oh, because listen, y'all ain't ready for me. We talking about getting help for that baby, and I appreciate that, DJ Stacy Bless One. This is Yes You OQ, one-on-one, just me and you. I am your spiritual thought leader, Regina L. Stillman, and I'm getting ready to go into territory that I know y'all don't want to hear. Kirk's songs are depressed. Most of his songs are depressing. His lyrics are depressed. His lyrics are disturbing. His lyrics speak of depression and unhealed issues. And y'all sing the songs, y'all put them up there, and y'all shout and go in. Y'all do all of this when this man's songs and lyrics have been telling y'all for years, I'm troubled. I got something going on in my world. Something is wrong. Something is not right. Something is not feeling good. Something is not processing good. This man, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. This man has been talking and saying for years in his lyrics that I have issues that are unresolved. Y'all made that man rich. Y'all keep playing and singing his songs, and none of y'all want to deal with the reality that this man is telling you every day, I got problems. Now, instead of dealing with the fact that his unresolved problems have now visited trouble upon his son, we want to come out and say a whole lot of things about the son, and y'all still ain't dealt with the fact that this This man has issue. He wasn't talking about I'm addicted to porn just because. Listen, it came down to the point where his wife was getting ready to bust him out. So then he came out saying, I'm addicted to porn. This man didn't just come out of the goodness of his heart and start confessing different things. This man has gotten caught. This man has so many things, allegedly. This man has done a whole lot, and the church community, who is unhealed, y'all made this man wealthy. Y'all made this man prominent and dominant. You've made this man a celebrity, and he's still not healed, and y'all don't want to deal with that. Y'all go back and look at the lyrics that y'all keep singing on Kirk's song, and I ain't talking about down through the years from the beginning of his career. This man has had depression, untapped, unhealed, and y'all, because y'all untapped and y'all not healed yourself, y'all sing the songs and put them up there and go in and snot and cry like the Holy Ghost is moving, and it's just a pity party. His pain done connected with your unhealed and unresolved pain, and y'all done made this man rich, and he's still, in my opinion, not healed. I said what I said. Y'all know how we do it in here. No cream, no sugar. I take this coffee strong and black because I tells it like it T-I-Z-Tis. This man has had a whole heaping cup of depression that he has written into his songs, and y'all sing them faithfully, shout off of them, speak in tongues, and y'all don't want to acknowledge that his lyrics are telling you all day long the man is depressed. Y'all ain't ready for me. That's what the church does. Y'all do all of this other stuff. DJ Tony Jacks, you can help somebody that wants help. Furthermore, he's rebelling against his family. I hate to see it, but fame is a drug, and when your family gets it and you're not included in your fame, you feel some sort of way, so you not act out to get attention. You might act out to get attention. And depression is real. And Joanna G, I know I have a point, because listen, I've been listening to this baby's lyrics, almost every song, The Rebel Inc. Almost every song this man writes is depression manifested, and y'all sing that stuff and go in like you just going, oh my God, the heavens just came to me, and y'all won't deal with the fact this man, if he's still at some point, y'all ain't ready. Y'all just not ready. At some point, you should hear and sense a shift. That's why y'all get so torn. Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring. My life is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone. I just can't take it. I just can't take it. It just takes me over the edge. And y'all love that stuff. Y'all love that stuff. Y'all go in on that stuff. The man is the truth is I'm tired. Options are few. I'm all chest out. But where are you? And y'all just eat that stuff up. Y'all ain't ready for me. Y'all ain't ready for me. Because at the end of the day, Lady Day, come on in here. I love you, sis. Come on in here. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Good morning, Gloria Fudge. Come on in here. So much love to you. King Coogee, y'all coming in. King Coogee, I see you. That's my sire. That's my king. Come through, come through. So, at the end of the day, he is a streamer, y'all. If y'all not following King Coogee, I want y'all to follow him. So, I just want to be happy. Love you 54. We could go through so many of his. I ain't ready to see the king either, Rebel. I ain't ready to see the king either. But at the end of the day, that Christmas album slaps. Now, he does have the baby is a genius, Crazy Berrytown. The man is a genius, but don't think that just because they're a genius that they're mentally well. There is a difference. And all I'm saying to us is pay attention to the lyrics, because the lyrics are telling you something. So his son said, talk about a revolution. Woo, woo. So at the end of the day, you know, I'm listening. Nathan Lamont, I can't either because it takes me out. So at the end of the day, I'm looking and I'm checking all of this out. And at the end of the day, his music is awesome. The man is a genius, and I'm not taking anything away from that. But I am saying, when the church community and the people, and this man has a reputation that he has to maintain because he's a celebrity. Now, in case y'all haven't understood this, come on, Kirk has admitted that he's in weekly therapy. I have no problem with that. I'm just saying, up to this point, and even with the issue of raising children when you're not healed, don't y'all get shocked, stunned, and amazed when the babies come out jacked up too. So, you know, this is all I'm trying to address. So at the end of the day, I'm looking, and we've done this down through the years. As I said on yesterday, or whatever day I said it, and at the end of the day, I said we got Vicki Winans been lied on, cheated, talked about, mistreated, abused. Yeah, and Vicky just remade it, but it was already out there. Have you ever been lied on? Y'all get these songs that are just songs of depression, and y'all go in. Do you understand the words that are coming? Straight. Listen, because at the end of the day, you need somebody else. You're not going to tell me, as long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else. Listen, you probably have cut yourself off and isolated to an extent and to a degree from your trauma and your drama, that you now out here by yourself and ain't nobody there. So you're going to try to console yourself with, as long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else. Baby, you depressed. If you've been lied on, cheated, talked about, mistreated, buked, scorned, talked about, sure as you're born, you've been up, down, level to the ground. Baby, you need therapy. Ooh, y'all ain't ready for me. Y'all are not ready for me. So at the end of the day, we connect with these songs and these songwriters because they feed into some place that we already are, and then we just take it to the whole next level. So anyway, I wasn't trying to get off on that tangent, but listen, at the end of the day, I'm just saying, I want us to pay attention. And we talk about rhythm and blues. We've been singing R&B in the church a long time and calling it gospel. Now I'm just tell you straight up, we've been singing R&B, and I'm not talking about the sound. I'm not talking about the music. I'm talking about the lyrics. We've been singing R&B for a long time. For a long time. More blues than, come on. Blues have been our mainstay. And I get you, King Coogee. It fits somebody's moment, but it shouldn't be your everyday moment. I'm talking about, this is your whole life's existence. Ooh, I'm talking real good. I'm talking real good. This has been your whole life's existence in this state, and y'all sing it and preach it like this is the way we're supposed to be. Joanna, we all need other people in our life, and anybody that feels like they can go off someplace and be all to themselves and all they got is Jesus, no ma'am, no sir. That is twisted. It's unhealthy. It's mentally unstable. I'm just saying. Seek healing people, BTD mom. So at the end of the day, you've had too many people say, as long as they got King Jesus, they don't need a therapist. Listen, at the end of the day, those are the very ones that need to go. Now, I said what I said, and as my uncle said, I'm going to add to it before I take it back. Because the church is so twisted in so many areas. I even said this as we talked on the other day. Jesus suffered one day. For all of y'all that have been suffering your whole entire succotash. Y'all been suffering your whole entire lives and feel like that's the life that God has for you. Jesus suffered one day, huh? So if we just go back Monday, Thursday, basically on yesterday, he was arrested. Then we see him going from judge Judgment Hall overnight. And then on Good Friday, we see him hanging and he dies and he gives up the ghost. And then we got 3 days in the grave. He suffered one day. The rest of the time he was here on earth, he walked in power and authority. So y'all explain it to me how somehow you think you're doing God a service by living a whole daggum life of just suffering after suffering after suffering. That's twisted, baby. That's twisted. And it's not the plan God has for your life. But because you believe that's the plan God has for your life, y'all sing these depressed, toe down, toe up songs, and y'all get happy and shout and snot and cry because that's your only way of emotional release, because you don't know how to release any other kind of way. Y'all listen to these songs and snot and cry. Ooh, that song really blessed me today. No, you know why it blessed you today? Because it finally gave you an outlet for a tear. It finally gave you an outlet for your pain. It finally gave you an outlet to say, I don't feel too blessed to be distressed. I don't feel, listen, I'm distressed today. So at the end of the day, you feel and buy into these songs that finally let you let some emotion out, because the way y'all preach it and teach it, you can't get your emotions out any other way and be healthy. So the song does it for you. Y'all ain't buying what I'm selling. But I'm telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. So many of these songs resonate with you all spirits because that's the only way you know how to have an emotional release. That's the only way you know how to have an emotional release. You don't know how to just go ahead and cry. So you get that song that lets you cry, that makes you cry. And then you say, ooh, the spirit really, that one, the spirit didn't move. You just finally got some music and some lyrics that tore you down and broke you down enough to let the wall down so you could finally cry. Ooh, I said a whole lot right there. Because we don't know as black people how many times to just go ahead and feel and deal with an emotion. But that music allows that for us. That's why you're crying in your drink. For those that's at the R&B, it may not be gospel. You might be on the R&B side. Why are you drinking that brown liquor and crying in your drink? Because you finally find a way that you can let your guard down and let those emotions come out through that music. Because somebody's saying something that resonates with your spirit and your soul and what's really trapped up and pent up on the inside. And because you can't do it in a healthy way, you can't sit down with friends, you can't sit down with loved ones, you can't sit down with the therapist. So give me that bottle, give me that cup, give me that brown liquor, give me that sad song, and I'm gonna just sit here and cry all night long. Okay. Ooh, y'all ain't ready. Listen, this is Yes You O Cube, one-on-one, just me and you. I am your spiritual thought leader, Regina L. Stillman, and I'm trying to help us. I'm trying to help us. You don't need brown liquor and you don't need a depressing church song to be able to let your emotions out. Ooh, Lord God today. Now, Tall Pump said, see, I know how many times I've been on the dance floor at a secular place and the spirit hit you. Come on. And that's the truth. Come on, Tall Pumps. Come on. Music is doing what music is supposed to do. We as people have to do the work. Then they feel worse than ever after they sober up, especially for those that have an alcoholism or substance abuse problem. Gaming Black Jesus is in the room, y'all. Jesus, come on in here, Black Jesus. I appreciate you. This is my guy. I love him, and you're going to be hearing more from him on this station right here. I appreciate you, Gaming Black Jesus. He is a gamer and a streamer on Twitch and YouTube. I want you to go out and follow him, especially in YouTube, because he's trying to make partner over there in YouTube in that world over there. Please follow Gaming Black Jesus. He will bless your whole life. He is a genius. I love this brother. So much love coming to you, and good to see you in the Lions Den. Come through, come through. That's my guy. Now, I said what I said. And we, because so many times we don't want to deal with truth. We want to be pacified. We want to be, you know, and that's the thing. When I talk about religion as a drug, the same way you allow substance abuse, the same way you allow that to numb you and take you out of your feelings and put you in a state and really, you know, just allow you to disconnect. And that's the same way some of y'all are using religion. And folks don't want to deal with that, but that's a true word. That is a true word. It's an escape. That whole process is an escape. And at the end of the day, I'm trying to tell you, you got to deal with your stuff. You got to deal with your stuff. Whew. Poor Carry On, poor Kirk, the whole family. My heart goes out for all of them at the end of the day. Woo! Now, as we wrap it up, because I know I done hurt some folk feeling, I done made some folk mad. I got folk like, listen, I ain't coming. Y'all done did me. Y'all gonna do me like you did Shirley Caesar. I won't be back. I won't be back. I won't be back. But listen, I'm telling the truth. I am your spiritual thought leader. Royal Confession said this on the other day. You can't shout it out. You can't grease it down and grease it out. You can't, baby, there's stuff that if you don't deal with it, it will deal with you. I'm just trying to tell you. That's life. If you don't deal with it, it will deal with you. Now, that being said, I want us to come to a place of healing, and we've been talking about breaking generational curses and building generational wealth. And one of the first places I want to talk about it is really in the area and the place of, we talked about mental wealth, mental health, mental being. We talked about ancestry as a place of wealth. Do you know your ancestral history? That's a place of wealth too. And some of our young people, some of our babies are bankrupt because they have no idea. They don't know anything about their family history. They don't know anything about their grandma, their grandpa, their aunts and uncles. They don't know anything about anything. They just out here in this world trying to make it. And they have no connection, ancestral connection at all. That's generational wealth too. We got to build that. So we've talked about, yes, everybody wants to go immediately to the finances. But like I said on finance, just like we see in this situation with Kirk, you can make the money, have the fame, but that's not going to fix your problem in your family. All it's going to do is exacerbate it and explode it and cause it to be magnified for everybody in the world to see. Because the problem that they have, babies, they were going to have those problems if they were poor or if they were wealthy. It's not going to make a hill of beans difference if they don't go someplace and get healed and get helped. So at the end of the day, money, yes, we want generational wealth, but understand that the money and the materialism, the houses, the land, all of that stuff is fine and good. And I want you to have it. Get some in your life. Don't think that I'm saying don't do it, but don't think that the materialistic wealth that you're trying to build is going to replace all the broke up places in your family, because it will not fix it. So at the end of the day, be clear on that, because a lot of people think, if I just had the money, if I just was able to do this, if I just had the resources to do that, your family's still going to be a tore up family if you don't deal with your family. The money and the access to money is not going to make the difference. I just need somebody to really get that down in your shondo. Now, I'm going to come up out of here because I'm in my last final moments for this Good Friday, y'all. I'm in my last final moments, and we're going to end on this note. What is it that I want to leave with you as we've talked about all of these places of healing, all of these things that we need to do to get to another place and another space in our lives? I want to get us to the point where we understand I am. Now, while I've talked about all of these various areas, I do want to deal with your I am factors. I want us to understand you do create the fruit of your lips. Now, there is work that you're going to have to do if you want to break generational curses and build generational wealth. There's work that you're going to have to do. So we talked about that the last few days. So this that I'm going to share today, notwithstanding saying you've done the work or you're doing the work, because the work has to be done to come into this boss energy. You got to do the work. Now, as you come in and as you're doing the work or have done the work, now I want you to fully embrace the I am that you are. So, this is the beauty of I am that I am, and understanding it from a positive perspective versus the negative perspective that maybe you've had spoken into your life. You've had people talk over you, tell you XYZ. Instead of going all of those different places, I want you to come into a powerful boss energy kind of I am. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you've been. I don't care what you have done. I want you to begin to see yourself as the I am. Now let's just start at the top, and I'm just going to go around real quick, fast, and in a hurry. I am fearless. I am capable. I am powerful. Somebody needs to hear this and get this down in your shondo today. I am genuine. For anybody that knows, and listen, I will say this till the cows come home about myself. I had to come to a point where my heart has always been genuine, but I saw myself operating from a place of a facade. I found myself operating from a place that was not me. Some of you are literally trying to live your lives from a place that is not you. I need you to get to your genuine self. I need you to get to the core of who you are. Do not be intimidated by expectations of people that want to keep you in a certain box, to make you live a certain way, that want to make you operate and present as a certain. No, ma'am. No, sir. I need you to be genuine. Bump the people. Bump the expectations of the people. I need you to be you. I need you to be your genuine self. The expectations of the people and the box that they try to put you in, do not let this be where you try to live your life from, and it's not really who you are. You know my favorite line: show them who you are, T'Challa. That's where your power lies, when you can show who you genuinely and really are. So this is the thing. I am genuine. And if you see any area of your life, and what typically causes us not to live our genuine self, we want to be accepted, and we don't want to dabble. That's what I want to say. Delve and dabble into any area where we think people are not going to accept us. But listen, at the end of the day, the people don't matter. And if people don't accept you as who you are, those are not your people anyway. Keep it moving. I need you to be genuine. The last thing I'm going to say about genuine: in this hour, in this dimension, in 2022, I want you to understand that the people that do exploits and the people that are going to come out doing it in a tremendous way in this season and time are the people that are genuine. Not the copycats, not the imitators. The people that are genuine are going to begin to flourish at a whole nother level, because people are tired of fake. People are tired of fake folk. People are tired of fake church. People are tired of fake whatever you fill in the blank with. And if fake comes before it, the people are tired. So in this hour, the idea of getting into your genuine self, and that's where your boss energy lies. Getting into your genuine self is essential in this hour for success. I am incredible. I am tenacious. And that's for somebody that is so quick to throw in the towel after a few good pushes on the door, and you're like, oh, this isn't going. Listen, I want you to know I am tenacious. I am able to actually go the distance. Come on, the race isn't given to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. I got to endure. So I want y'all to get some endurance up in here, because I am tenacious. I am bold. I am amazing. Yes, I am. I am intelligent. I am mighty. For everybody that wants to talk about and think about how weak I am and what I can't do and the power that I don't have and who got the power and I don't have to. Yes, you do. You got the power. I am mighty. I am courageous. Am I talking to anybody in here? I am resilient. I know how to bounce back. Yes, I may fall, but I get back up. So listen, if I fall 7 times, I get up 8 times. You understand what I'm saying? There's never a time that I fall down that I don't get back up. This is my understanding, my W's and my L's. I win and I learn, but I never lose. I win and I learn, but I never lose. And I'm resilient in knowing that, listen, because I didn't lose, I'm not getting out the game. The game is not over. I may not have won that round, but the game is not over, because in the end, I know the end result, I win. I'm looking and I'm saying I'm valuable. Somebody needs to get that down in your shondo, because your self-esteem is so low. Your self-concept is struggling to understand the value that you bring to the table. If you don't understand your value, everybody else will discount you. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. If you don't understand your own value, everybody else will discount you. And I need you to understand I am valuable. I bring something of great value to the table, and carry yourself as such. I am brave. I am motivated. Am I talking to anybody? I see you, truck driver. I'm talking to you. I am motivated. I am unique. Listen, this is a time when I'm looking out and I'm looking for, you know what attracts me? When people are unique. I'm not that one. Yeah, I go out there and I see this, and you know what? I've seen all that before. That doesn't attract my attention. Now, that's just me. I'll support, but it doesn't give me excitement. It doesn't attract my attention. What attracts my attention? When I see somebody that's unique, when I see somebody that's doing something unique, when I see somebody that operates from a space that's always unique, that always catches my attention and excites me, because I come in the room wanting to see, what am I going to see next? What are they going to do next? How are they going to do it next? You know, and I don't have any hate for the copycat, but at the end of the day, good Lord, can you be unique? I love the unique. And if that's you, come through. I am unique. I have a fingerprint that nobody else has. I have a footprint that nobody else has. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? This is what I want you to leave on the face of the earth. I am unique. Stop trying to be Dolly. Stop trying to be that clone sheep. I need somebody to come out and be uniquely you. I need you to be uniquely yourself. I need your fingerprint. I need your footprint. I'm not looking. Listen, there's only one Aretha. Don't try to copy the queen. Don't try to come out here and sing like Aretha sings. There's only one. And what was the specialty about Aretha? She was unique. When you heard her voice, you know it's Aretha. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. When you hear those runs, you know it's Aretha. Even when she sat down on the piano and played, when she tinkled the ivories, you knew it was Aretha. It's got her DNA on it. It's got her fingerprint on it. It's got her footprint on it. Stop trying to imitate somebody else and make your own way. I am unique. Come on with me. I am important. I is important. I am important. I am resourceful. Some of y'all need to go ahead and tap into other resources. Everybody tapping into the same resource for what? Be resourceful and find opportunities, find places, find things, find resources that nobody else is utilizing, and tap into those resources, because I am resourceful. I'm not ever going to be left out here twiddling my thumbs, looking upside the wall, trying to figure out what to do next, because I'm resourceful. I know how to tap into this. I know how to tap into that, or I'll learn how to tap into this, and I'll learn how to tap into that. But what you're not going to do is box me in, because I always got resources. I always got backup. I always got something else to go back to and fall back on, because I am resourceful. Am I talking to anybody? I am needed. Oh my God, I can't say that enough. I want you to understand that the universe right now has need of everybody that's under the sound of my voice today. You are needed. You're not here by accident, by divine assignment, by divine appointment. You are in the earth right now for such a time as this, because the earth needs your energy. The earth needs your frequency. The earth needs your light. Am I talking to anybody? You are needed to bring your creativity. You are needed to bring your uniqueness. No, I don't do it like anybody else. I don't do it like him. I don't do it like her. The universe doesn't want you to do it like him and her. The universe wants you to do it like you. That's why the universe created you for such a time as this, in this moment. Am I talking to anybody? I need you. Good morning, Brown Eyes. I need you to understand this is your season, your time, and your reason. This is the space that is yours. I need you to occupy it. I need you to possess it. I need you to own that thing, own that real estate, own that space. I am needed. Now, come on, I am successful. For everybody that has this mindset, oh, anything I do, it never works out. It never happens for me. I am successful. Get yourself up. Get your mind up. Get your thoughts up. Get your energy up. And understand I am successful. But baby, I need you to work your jelly. I need you. Listen, KB Brown said, I don't care if it's grape. I don't care if it's strawberry. I don't care if it's peach. I need you to work your jelly, because I am successful. I am anointed to be successful. Am I talking to anybody in here? I'm living right in this hour, in this season, in this time, so that I can be successful. I am awesome. We're coming on around this circle, y'all. I am awesome. Some of y'all need to be able to embrace good things about yourself. You get up in the morning, you look in the mirror, I'm too black, I'm too ugly, my hair's too short, I'm too fat, I don't like the way the gaps in my teeth, I don't like how tall I am, I don't like my weight. Y'all get up and you declare and decree all of these negative things about yourself and how you see yourself with all of this negative energy. And I want you to get up. Yes, ma'am. I am awesome. Yes, sir. I am awesome. And I don't have to back myself up and be like, oh, I don't want nobody to think I'm being egotistical. I don't want nobody. Listen, baby, we ain't worried about the people. We're not worried about what folk think. We're not worried about what folk want to say about you. Because if they know you, really know you, they know that this is not who you are. So at the end of the day, when you got folks and you got to explain to them, explain it to me, Lucy. Explain it, because that sounds like ego to me. I'm not even going to waste my breath, as my mama said, because I'm going to need that breath one day. But the people that understand you, the people that love you, and the people that know you're not having an ego trip, it empowers them and makes them feel good when you say, I am awesome. Because you know what that says to spiritual thought leader? You see yourself for who you really are, not who the world told you were, not who your insanity and your low self-esteem told you who you are. You actually see yourself for who you are when you're able to say, I am awesome. Come on around. I am worthy. Now, this is one that I'm going to tell you. Y'all been taught this so good in the church, and it just makes me sick to my stomach almost. I still go to churches where y'all in here praying, talking about, I'm so unworthy. Oh, God, it just makes me sick. I am worthy. And listen, if you ain't worthy and the blood of Jesus ain't made you worthy yet, I don't know what's going to make you worthy. At the end of the day, to folks that are in their right mind, I want you to clearly understand, I am worthy. I'm worthy of whatever the universe brings into my space. I'm worthy of the success. I'm worthy of all of these positive things that are waiting to happen in my life. I am worthy. I deserve it. And guess what? I'm going to take it. Now, I'm empowered. Come on with me. I got boss energy. That's what we talk about all the time. I've got boss energy. Am I talking to anybody? I'm empowered to do exceedingly abundant. I'm empowered to do great and mighty things. Am I talking to anybody? I am empowered to go out here and change the world. I am empowered to break generational curses. I am empowered to build generational wealth. I'm empowered for that. Am I talking to anybody? I need us to say, I am strong. Or as my aunt used to say, I'm strong. I'm strong. I let the weak say I'm strong. Stop talking about I'm weak and I can't do this and I can't do it. I am strong. Come on around. I am supportive because I know it's not just about me, but it's about the other lions in the lion's den. So I support you. I support this one. I support that one because it takes nothing away from me to support my brother and my sister. So I know when I've needed support, somebody was there for me. And I'm going to be there for somebody just like somebody was there for me. I am supportive. Am I talking to anybody? I am fierce. I love that. Sasha Fierce just walked up in the lion's den. I am fierce. I'm a fierce competitor. And listen, when I talk about competitive, I'm not talking about to the extent I want you to lose. But whatever my hands, I compete against myself. I'm going to be better than the yesterday me every day. I'm going to be better tomorrow than and I'm fierce in making sure that everything I bring to the table is excellence. Am I talking to anybody? I am capable. I can do this. Shermy, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I'm capable. I am powerful. And that's where we started. And I want you to get that down in your shando. The I am circle of affirmations. This is show them who you are, T'Challa. Show them who you are. I need you to have a totally different mindset. Woo! Am I talking to anybody this morning? I need you to have a totally different mindset. I need you to have a totally different disposition. We've seen enough depression. We've seen enough defeat. We've seen all of that. I love you. God bless you. But I don't live there anymore. That's what I need some of y'all to say. God loves you. God bless you. I love you. But I don't live there anymore. You can make that your home address if you want to. But I live over here in the I am. I live over here in the I am. Not I was. I could be. I live over here in the I am. Woo! Am I talking to anybody? That's the way we're doing it. That's the way we're coming out. On this Good Friday, listen, he gave up the ghost and took the keys of death, hell, and the grave and came up out of there. Don't go into death, don't go into hell, and don't go into the grave because the keys have already locked it up. Come out. Come out. Come out. He set before you an open door. You ain't got to stay in death. You ain't got to stay in hell. And you sure don't have to stay in the grave. Come out. Because I'm living in the I am. And I don't care what you was. I don't care what you were. And everybody that wants to keep reminding you, I knew you when, and I remember who. No, that's not who I am now. I am. And pull out this I am circle and live it to your fullest. Ooh, y'all. I hope y'all this week, this Good Friday, make it a Good Friday. Live in the I am. Live in the I am. Am I talking to anybody? Live in the I am and don't go back. That's your Good Friday. That's your Good Friday. That is your Good Friday. That the resurrected you, that dead you let that go. The resurrected you, that resurrected I am that I am. Ooh, you ain't seen nothing yet. I am fierce. You ain't seen nothing yet. And I hope y'all can get that down in your shondo. And with that, we gonna get up out of here today, because that's the way we roll in the Lion's Den.
Oh, I
feel for my brother and I feel for my sister. I appreciate everybody that came in the Lion's Den today, because listen, this is the way we do it. This is how we do it in the Lion's Den. And so at the end of the day, come on, this is healed whatever was broken in you this morning, Black Jesus. I love you, man. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm telling you, Black Jesus is gonna be in this channel. Tawana's Twitch she did get out of the hospital yesterday, so she spent the week. So that's a place of healing we're excited about. But y'all ain't seen nothing yet, because Black Jesus, Tawana's Twitch, listen, they coming with some good stuff, and it's gonna be off the chains. I want everybody in here, take this word to heart today, because it's a new day. It's a resurrection. I hope this is a resurrection of you. I'm glad that Jesus resurrected, but are you resurrected? Have you come to that new place of it's a brand new me, it's a brand new life, and we're gonna do this thing. You understand? Because I am that I am. Now listen, I appreciate everybody for coming in the Lion's Den today. I love you so much. We're getting ready to go spend some time. Get your shouting shoes on and get ready to go over to the Rebel Inc. Please copy that raid message. Thank you so much, Michelle. Please copy that raid message, because we're going over to be with the Rebel Inc. in Church of Funk. Now, I'm out here, y'all. You can follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Patreon, Twitter, Twitch, Anchor, Discord, and more. I'm out there. And at the end of the day, y'all know the mantra we have here in the Lion's Den. I don't have a spirit of intimidation. I don't have a spirit of fear. I have power, I have love, and I have a sound mind. And listen, if your mind ain't sound, get it sound, because it can be. You don't have to live a life with a tore up mind that is not sound. Now come on in here. With that being said, I am all powerful in love. And at the end of the day, listen, beloved, I'm not just talking about change, but we're gonna be the change. And we're not doing it alone, because this pride, this PRIDE, this Pride Alliance is relentless, and you're gonna hear us roar. And it's us, you, me, we all in this thing together. So at the end of the day, let's do this. It's a resurrection weekend. It's a Good Friday, and we're making all kind of moves and making all kind of changes. I am that I am. That being said, I want to appreciate and give credit to all of my babies. Thank you for the biddies, SK8843, to my moderators, the Rebel Inc., Shelly Thunder, and Michelle Browno. Y'all know y'all the bomb all day long. Y'all just my girls, and I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you for the subscribers and the re-up Psalmist 4. Oh, we've been a few months together, and I appreciate you, sis. Now, I'm gonna say it once more and again. This is how we getting out of here this weekend. Every time you turn around, I want you to say, I am that I am, because you are. Peace for your journey.
I feel for my brother. I feel for my brother. I feel. Oh, I feel for my brother.